Are you already thinking of those New Year's resolutions? Well, the YMCA is. So David went out and spoke to them about how they can help you with your New Year's goals with an amazing Cyber Monday deal. Check this out.
Hey guys, we're at the Winston Family YMCA, and I'm talking to Rachel Mills. She's the Senior Membership and Program Director, and she's going to help us get all situated for New Year's resolutions. Rachel, thank you so much for having me today.
Problem.
I really appreciate it. This is my gym, so I feel very much at home.
Perfect.
Thank you for having me here. All right, so why shouldn't we wait to get started on those New Year's resolutions? Why is the time now?
Because honestly, it's never too early to start a good routine for the new year. It's never too early.
Why is that?
Because you need to start a habit. Habit takes about, 3 weeks to actually instill. So starting earlier will actually set you up for a better success for the new year.
Right, so if you want to actually accomplish that New Year's resolution, then you want to get started at least that 3 weeks earlier, right? So that means that if you want to start on January 1, you probably should start more like December 1, right?
Yeah, set yourself up for success, not failure.
Absolutely. All right, so, how are you, okay, so they say, new year, new you, right? But that's assuming that you aren't already amazing as it is, right? So, but why do we need to even change?
There's other things to consider. There's a better self, like your mental health. There's always room for improvement on yourself, whether you look fantastic or fit the status quo. There's always a new group exercise class you can try. There's friends in the community that you can build. There's more to it than just losing weight and this and that.
Right, yeah, it's a whole situation. There's a whole community involved in fitness and things like that.
Right.
And typically we need to be involved in that community because you kind of are your environment, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. All right, so besides losing weight or, starting a routine exercise or exercise routine, like you touched on a little bit about mental health, right? So it's like having a bit of a more positive outlook. How does the Y help with that?
So I mentioned earlier the community aspect of the Y. Making new friends honestly changes your mental health. Having a workout partner or somebody to look forward to meeting and talking to, even just a familiar staff member can brighten your day and just change your whole outlook of the day.
That's absolutely true, and I can say this from my own personal experience because I come here after work, right? And so when I come in and I see your smiling face, it actually does make me feel better, right? And then when I come in and I see some of the folks that I see routinely, and you get to say hi to them in passing and things like that, it makes you feel better, right? You're doing good, you're getting healthy, you're getting out there and getting active, so it's really cool. Is there anything else that you want to leave with the folks at home about the YMCA?
Not to forget that we are having a Cyber Monday sale, and you can join then and get the whole month of December free.
Nice, right on. Thank you so very much, Rachel. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm done with work now, so I'm going to go down to the locker room, get changed, and get my workout on. But guys, remember, if you want to watch this segment again, all you have to do is head to our website.
As summer winds down and fall arrives, a lot of people are shifting their attention towards getting their homes in order. And you might be dreading it, but one task you don't have to worry about is cleaning your shower. And I'll let you know why. Max Lovingood, sales manager from West Shore Home, is here to explain how your showers can be a breeze to clean. And I like the sound of that, right? So good to see you again. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
So as a bathroom professional, what areas should we be focusing on when cleaning?
Yeah, I mean, we always tell everybody, everyone, when they clean their bathroom, there's a few main areas they look at, but it's always the areas you forget about sometimes, like, taking a step back after you're done, re-scanning everything over, because everyone, scrubs the toilet once a week or whatever, but a lot of times it's the areas you miss, like, the grout that's in your shower, or, areas that are harder to clean, where, that's a lot of times the areas that build up a lot, more, so that, they're easy to forget about.
Yeah, and you end up having to scrub and do harder, and then you kind of resent that you waited so long.
Right.
Yeah. So what makes your baths and showers different than others then?
Yeah, so a big part of what we do is, we don't have any grout in our shower.
That is so nice.
There's no actual grout lines, so you don't have to scrub away at it. Since we're using acrylic, it's a non-porous material, so it's super easy to clean. It actually, lasts a lifetime. It's just a little bit of Windex, white vinegar and warm water. Just scrubbing it or spraying down the walls, and everything comes right off the surface since it is, non-porous.
Right, that is nice to know about the acrylic. So that's what makes it so easy to clean. And what's nice too is, like you said, you don't really need all those crazy chemicals.
Right. Yeah, and it's nice because, a lot of times people are using bleach and that
Oh, yeah.
soaks into those grout lines and just causes
Oh.
even more issues. So
I didn't know that.
having the non-porous acrylic in there gives you the look of tile, gives you the look of marble and granite, but without all the kind of downsides that they come with.
Right. And so it will knock time off of cleaning, which always, we can't get our time back, right?
Yeah.
That's always helpful.
And I mean, it can take hours to scrub away at all those, moldy
the
grout
hands and
lines.
knees.
But
Yeah,
with
no one
the
likes to
acrylic,
do
it can
that.
take 5 minutes to just spray it down, hit it with a cloth.
That's so nice. So why should viewers then choose West Shore Home over other companies out there?
Yeah, so not only do you not have to worry about the cleaning aspect of it, but we also don't use any subcontractors. So every one of our installers and every one of our employees is an actual West Shore Home employee, so we can guarantee the work that gets done, and actually all of the work gets done in one day. For some of our select options, we can actually be out as soon as next week to do the
Wow.
installation of whatever shower it is.
That is so nice. So if someone's watching this and they think, okay, I'm interested, you actually have a special right now
Yeah,
for our viewers.
exactly. So for anybody that gives us a call, we're actually giving them $500 off any shower or bath project that they're looking to tackle.
That's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me today. I mean, listen,
Absolutely.
if we can have a beautiful shower, of course, if it is a timeless white shower,
Right.
we won't have to, when the trends come and go, it won't matter. It's always going to look good.
Especially with the white. Yeah.
Right. And the fact that, cleaning, it will be a breeze. I think
Yeah.
I like the sound of that too.
Makes it a lot easier.
Well, thanks again, Max. Good to see you.
Yeah,
And if
thank
you'd
you.
like to see this interview again, just go ahead and head on to our website, and that's firstcoastliving.net.